It's coffee time. I am still, I don't want to say still quite sick, but I am still quite congested. So you can probably hear that in my voice. But I want to tell you about everything that happened this weekend because it's been a couple of days. So we got a gab. Got a gab about everything. Spoiler alert, it went very well. Just overall, the weekend in general went very well. There were a few frustrating things, which I can tell you about. But before I forget, I want to very publicly say thank you to all of the makeup artists who have worked on me since I've been sick, because I don't know how you put up with that. Having somebody come up to you and say, would you like to get really close to my face for prolonged periods of time while I'm extremely snotty and have a sore throat? Cool, thank you. That sounds like the worst thing in the world. I was like, please go sanitize yourself, because I don't know if this is like dormant yet. You know how there's a certain point where you're just not contagious anymore, you're just still gross. I don't know when that happens. I don't know when that threshold is over. So it's like, I'm sorry, and I love you all, and you're beautiful. But anyway, okay. So on Friday, after I made coffee time, we finished packing up and getting everything ready. And it took 4.5 hours to get to Palm Desert. It is a 2-hour drive, but the traffic was so bad. People had left work super early. Everybody was just jazzed to go on vacation this weekend, I suppose. So the traffic was abysmal. It was the worst that I had ever seen. Sam kept asking me if I was okay because I was just silent, just like driving, just like so alert and angry looking. And so we eventually started putting on podcasts because I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not very good company in the car right now. And Sam and I both, we just don't talk very much in the car. So I was like, let's put on a podcast. That way we're listening to something, we're engaged, because my navigation for the first 2 hours continued to say, you will reach your destination in 2 hours, which was the most frustrating thing in the world. I got to the point where I just didn't want to look at it anymore because every time I clicked on it, I was like, map! It was like, 2 hours left. So unfortunately, I had to call my mom and be like, Mommy, can you make dinner later? And she was like, don't worry. Everything just gets tossed in like a half an hour before we eat, so we can just wait until you guys get here. And I was like, okay, that would be good. So they wound up waiting until we got there and throwing in the lamb, which was delicious. What are you playing with, Miss Thing? Excuse me. Oh gosh, I didn't even get it in the trash. No, hold on. Ugh. There. Now you can never play with it. So, yeah, we got there finally after 4.5 hours. And my parents and Sam totally hit it off. Sam made my dad laugh. I was like, it made me really happy. Everybody was very sweet to each other. We had a lovely dinner, and that was fantastic because the day up to that point had been totally fine, and then extremely frustrating, and then totally fine. So that was nice. Watched lots of House Hunters. Apparently, there are new teams being brought in for Love It or List It, which breaks my heart because I love the originals, the original people on Love It or List It. Now they've got all of these different teams coming in, and there was one girl who was super adorable and had like a heart sweater on, and I was like, I want your sweater. Also, I hope that you do well. And she didn't do well because the house was basically breaking down and had black mold everywhere hidden, and it was really sad. Anyways, that doesn't matter. The point is that my mom was so excited that Sam just wanted to sit and watch TV with us. She was like, he's so easy. He's just so, like, he just does the same things we do. And I was like, I know, Mommy, that's what I was telling you. Like, it's not like we're out of sync with each other's like rhythms that way, like he enjoys just relaxing, being on his computer, watching TV, like doing those same sorts of things that we do when I come and hang out. My mom was like, oh, thank goodness. So Saturday we went and he got to meet my aunt and uncle, and that also went fantastic. My aunt made a delicious dinner, but the best part about Saturday, and Sam will be so upset that I told you guys this story, but he should expect it because I make this show. So we're all in the pool. My aunt and uncle have a pool, which is fantastic. We're all in the pool, and Sam is inside. He's grabbing a drink. He walks out, and I don't even know how to explain the way this looked, because it was the funniest thing. We were all crying. It was so funny. We hear a big crash, and all of us, like, whip pan, like, look over to where the door is, and Sam is just standing there holding the screen door in his hand, and it's just looking at it like, what is this? Where did this come from? And my aunt was like, you just took the screen door with you. Like, he literally, it wasn't like normal where somebody would walk into a screen door and be like, oh, there's a screen door there, oops, and then open it up and walk through, right? No. Sam walked into the screen door with such force that he pulled it off the hinges and was holding it. It was like, his excuse being that in England you don't have those. I don't know if that's the truth, but I'm willing to go along with that. I was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, we don't need things to trap bugs. Bugs can't live in England. I was like, okay. So then later, we're all inside. We're playing a domino game called Chicken's Feet or Chicken Foot. I can't remember which one it was, but it's very fun. I was like, I need to buy a domino set to play this game because it's super fun. Sam won, whatever. Anyway, so we're all inside. We're like playing Chicken's Feet and then packing it all up and eating dinner and whatever. Sam goes to go outside, does the exact same thing, but this time trips while he's holding it and is just hopping across the backyard holding this big frame. Is just like, ah. So the first time I got to see it from the front, which was hilarious. And then we all got to watch it happen from the back. I'm just tripping. It was so funny. And later, he didn't tell me this at the time, but later he showed me he has like little bruises all over his shin because while he was hopping, the screen door kept hitting his leg. So now he has like little bruises all over his leg. I felt so bad. But it was really funny. Oh, man. So we stayed there for a long time. My aunt and uncle bought this table that has a fire pit in the table, which is nuts. I was like, what is this? So literally we were sitting at a table with like a little fire in the middle, just like sitting around at night, chitty chatting. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Tumblr, you might have seen the picture. But man, that table was super cool. I was like, I want this. I mean, I want all of this, but I want this. Their ceilings and their doors are like really high. So when we first got in there and Sam met everybody, I was like, man, this house is like too big to me. It's like too high. And Sam was like, are you kidding me? This is an amazing house, because there was nowhere in the house was Sam at risk of hitting his head. And that was like revolutionary for him. He was like, this is an amazing house. All of the doors are like 7 foot tall. This is so great. He was so happy. No, they were taller than 7 feet, because I think a standard door is 7 foot, right? Let's find out. I think it is. I'm trying to remember from set design. Standard door height. 6'8". Yes. Almost 7 foot. They were taller than 7 foot though. I'm pretty positive now that I'm thinking about it. I think they were like 7 foot 5 inches maybe. They were really tall doors. But Sam was just in heaven, just like, this is great. The ceilings are high, the doors are tall. I love this place. So he had a lot of fun, and my aunt and uncle loved him. Everybody gave their stamp of approval, which was great. I was so happy about that. And then Sunday came along, and we just hung out. We left midday, and it was nice. It was nice to see everybody. And apparently my mom and my sister are going to come and visit soon, which is going to be great, because then my sister can also meet Sam. And it'll be nice because this time they'll be coming to me instead of me going to them. So I get to just like hang. The only thing that I'll need to do is like, I'll probably want to hire somebody to come in and deep clean my apartment because my mom is very allergic to cats. So she was really concerned about coming and visiting, and I was like, don't worry. The night before you come and visit, I will have the house like really deep cleaned. So hopefully that'll make it a bit easier. My mom still won't be able to hang out for long, but she'll at least be able to, you know, come inside and look at my home and everything, because she doesn't, I mean, you guys too, nobody really knows what it actually looks like to be here. So for my mom, same as you guys, all she knows of my home is my show. So she's really excited to come and see everything and you know, hang out, and she wants to eat ramen really bad. I was like, oh, don't even worry. I have got you. I will take you to delicious ramen. It's gonna be great. So, and I love my sister. I never get to see her, so it'll all be very fun. But then when we got home, the trip home only took 2 hours exactly, which was great. I was like, please let the trip home be correct, please. And it was like right on time. So we got back. My mom sent us home with a bunch of leftovers, which was awesome because my mom had made spaghetti. So it wasn't my dad's spaghetti, but it was like similar, you know, it was similar enough that I was really excited to have spaghetti leftovers. So my mom sent me home with spaghetti, and we also had the dinner that my aunt had made was it was like big shell pasta with ground beef and salsa and like all this stuff and tons of cheese on top, which I had to kind of scrape off, but that was also very good. It was really spicy. So we had all of those leftovers, and the second we got home, I was like, man, I'm hungry. So we wound up just eating those leftovers while Sam played Titanfall, and I realized both my Vita and my 3DS are dead. So I had to plug both of those in and just be like, what should I do with myself? But I was able to upload Q&A. Thank goodness. And the second, the second we got comfortable, we're like, yeah, home, this is nice, you know, just sitting and relaxing. Watson found a fly, ran through the hallway, and jumped on my filming lights, because I keep my filming lights in the hallway. Jumped on my filming lights, they fell over, and all the bulbs shattered. And I was like, really? Why? She was just like, she looked terrified, and at the same time was giving me this look like there was a fly. I was like, I guess I can't really be mad at her. And Sam was like, yeah, you can. She just jumped on your stuff and shattered all your bulbs. And I was like, I know, but she was just trying to chase the fly. Like, she didn't know. But man, oh, that was so sad. I was like, well, okay, I guess I get to clean this up now. So cleaned that up, did some laundry, which was hilarious as well. Here's another story. So I wanted to do a couple of loads of laundry because I hadn't done any laundry in a while. So I was like, I'll just do a couple before, you know, we go over and Sam sets up for his stream and I get to watch Hannibal. Yes. So I go down there, I put in the first load, because we have laundry on site. So I put in the first load. I'm going back up the steps, and for those of you who have never heard what my laundry room looks like, it is in the basement, which looks like a people cellar. Like, you could kill a guy in there. It's very dark, it's very dank, it's all old wood. It is super creepy to be down there, but I've gotten used to it. So I go down there, I put in a load, and right as I'm coming up the steps, and again, it's very dark, right as I'm coming up the steps, the people that live under me open up the door to take their laundry down, and she screams. Was like, ah! And I was like, it's just me. She was like, oh my God, you terrified me. I was like, I'm so sorry. It was really funny. And at the same time, I felt bad because I had to also be like, I know that I just terrified you, but you should also know I just put in a load of laundry. She was like, okay. But oh my gosh, that was so funny. I was like, ah, and she was like, ah. And meanwhile, her husband was just standing there with the laundry, did not even react, just standing there with the laundry like, uh-huh. How are we all doing? Like, I'm sorry. So came back upstairs, went over to watch Hannibal. Woo! Because I also got a call about some family stuff that's going on, like right after leaving. Learned about some family stuff that was going on that made me really sad. And so it's like, I just need to like hang out, watch some Hannibal. That's why I didn't wind up making a video. I was going to make a video and then I was like, I am stressing about this. So we wound up I wound up going over with him while he was setting up everything and watching Hannibal and just hanging out, and everything's okay. I was just like, had a great family trip, and then went, but Hannibal, oh man, remember how last week I was like, yo dogs, this most recent episode of Hannibal was not nearly as exciting as I wanted it to be. This week's episode, oh my god, so good. I was screaming through all of it. I was just like, losing my mind. It was so great. And ordered my like favorite matzo ball soup, but at that house they had no clean utensils at all. I was so sad. So I didn't get to eat my soup. I got a sandwich as well, so I got to eat the sandwich and I got to keep the soup for today. So I get to have some soup today, which is mega exciting. Matzo ball soup is so good. Oh man, guys. But nobody makes it. I am rarely able to find someone who is willing to make matzo ball soup where you get the matzo ball, but you also have rice in the soup. It's basically like chicken and rice soup, but with a matzo ball in it. That's what I love. That's my favorite iteration of matzo ball soup, and I can never ever find it. But the broth at this place is so good that I just don't even care. I'm like, it's fine. This is delicious, so whatever. But man, remember when I bought like way too much matzo ball soup? Because I remember that. I was worried that was going to burn me out on it. It didn't. It was real delicious. Oh man. Anywho, I am going to hopefully get a little bit decongested so that I can do all of the work that I need to do today. But I hope you guys had an amazing day and an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!